Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the 149th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life Changing Reality Tonic. I remain Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osiwe, and here on this platform, we give you sparkles that you need in your life. Oh, yes, in order for you to embrace the truth that you need, that will lead to your freedom. Like I always say, that is the essence of our living, that we will live our truth, do our truth, say our truth, embrace our truth, because the world we live in is dicey, and it's only your truth that can make the difference for you. Oh yes, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat, and share when you come across this video. Remember, if you don't share, others will not get to see this video and be blessed like you've just been blessed, okay? Yes, like and drop your comment as well. That feedback is very important. Today we'll be talking on this topic. Wow, some preachings. Yes, honestly, I don't understand what is going on in our world and what is and the weird doctrines that a lot of people are being preached is not helping matters at all. You see this table, you see this table that I want to break now. It has been shaking since, but somebody needs to do something, say something, because honestly, however it comes, we need a lot of truth in this our life. I asked someone that I ran into, a friend, about somebody I used to know. And the response I got was, he hasn't visited home for so many years. He doesn't call. He has never called his family for so many years. Hasn't seen any of his siblings or parents for so many years because he belonged to one church. While I was saying what, I was told of the man that had not even been home for decades. Not even when the mother and the two siblings died. The man didn't come because he belonged to one church. Come on. Come on. How can someone actually reformat someone's brain with so much negativity that you don't value your family, you don't care, you don't mind? You all of a sudden didn't belong anywhere. In the name of what? Christianity? What? What can you be exploiting? Because that's what they are doing, exploit for the Lord. What kind of exploit are you doing for who? This God of love? This our God of love? Come on. Most of these people came from homes where others suffered for them, where others gathered up, suffered, sacrificed in order to give them a better tomorrow. Most of them, their parents labored with tears, hoping that when they are made, they will eventually come down and take care of them. A lot of churches and people are living the gospel upside down. Upside down. And it's tearing families apart and as well societies apart. I don't know what a man or a woman who does not treat his family right, who doesn't care about his parents, will be preaching to anyone. What exactly would they be preaching? What exactly would they be preaching? I've asked myself this question. The biggest and the highest of the commandments is love. God is love. God is peace. God is harmony. God is charity. And charity covereth multitude of sin. And again, charity begins at home. So how can their charity not start from the home? How can their charity not start from the home? I want to appeal. I want to beg. I want to plead to all these firebrands, churches everywhere. As a matter of urgency, I want to beg them to embark on a compulsory annual convention to be tagged, go home. Yes, you heard me. Go home and see your people. That will be what that conference, whatever convention will be called. Go home and see your people. What sort of preaching, teaching, or doctrine will encourage someone to abandon their family and hate everyone in there? It doesn't make sense. That can only come from a damaged person, if you ask me. Nobody that values their loved ones, nobody that values and appreciates their people, nobody that honors their father and mother according to the commandment will do that. No. How can I make people understand that the biggest preaching you can give as a born-again Christian is a good character? How can I make somebody understand this? How can I make you understand that without good character, you have nothing? Absolutely. If your character doesn't speak peace, it doesn't speak harmony, it doesn't speak love, it doesn't speak charity, what are you preaching? Hi, God. The church you attend is not a proof that you know God. It's not. That you decide to go here and look for the face of God does not in any way means that God is there or that you know God. That man of God that you listen to is human. He's prone to a lot of mistakes. He's human and he too wants to make heaven. So he is fallible and he will go to hellfire also if he did not do anything right. Every man on his or her own. Every one of us are alone. One, you came alone to this world. And it doesn't matter what you do. You are dying alone. And even if 100 persons die at the same time, each man on his or her own. So what are we saying? What are we doing? Why will you use, because of whatever frustration that you have, whatever bitterness that you have, and you pass it on to people to practice? Why will you do that? How can people who lack love sow lack of love in the life of other people? Whatever you do to the least of my brother, that you've done to me. That is what God said. That's God talking. That you've done unto me. I heard of someone that the mother died and they gathered to shout hallelujah to God because according to them, her major obstacle has been removed. Oh my God. And there is someone, the mother begged, toiled night and day. And the husband died very early and she didn't remarry because she wanted to see them through school. She labored. And eventually, after making you go through this and you are now grown and you now have job, pay back time that you're supposed to. Say thank you for all you've done for me. All of a sudden, they'll become rich. They become people who are looking to kill you. And they did not kill you since that time. And you embracing God, the one they were serving when you were giving birth to, didn't allow you die, didn't allow you miss it, allowed you pass, allowed you grow, allowed you find a job, and all of a sudden, they don't know what they're doing anymore. The one that you have embraced is the one that have told you that everybody in your life, they are the ones looking for you to kill. And you want to live. And in order for you to live that life, you deny your roots, deny every single thing about you. That is crazy. That is crazy. The silliest and in fact, of the madness, the most nonsense of the madness, as even though goes to those category of women. Yes, marry a man they know nothing about. So what if you met in church? Is the church his biological family or his village? Excuse me? How can you be comfortable as a woman to marry a man that has no history, that you don't know anything about? You've not seen a relative, you don't know his hometown, you don't know anything about him, and you're railing children. What if he's a ghost? You've never bothered to ask. What if? What if that church you're going to folds up? You remember what pastor that said he won lottery and he closed down his church. He was there to make money. Now he's got bigger money. He shouldn't stress himself anymore on the seat. What if your own turns out to be like that? Where will you go to? What if that man eventually dies? Where will you take those children to? Who are they? Where do they belong to? Some women don't ask this question. They don't. They don't. You see, God is love. Even at the cross, he forgave people that made caricature of his life, people that humiliated him, people that flogged him, people that did a lot of mess. He forgave them because that's the symbol of his life. He came even when we didn't merit his coming. He loved us first. When the women were crying for his suffering when he was going, he advised them to keep the cry for themselves, not for him, out of love. You know, when he preached and realized that he had stayed hours and people were listening to him and they may be hungry, he fed them with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. He fed the multitude. He wept at the grave of Lazarus. He wept. Empathy, sympathy, compassion, passion, love. That's what makes you a Christian. If you don't have it, how can somebody erase this in your head and heart? How can somebody remove the heart of humanity from you? Remove so in lack of empathy, so in lack of compassion, so in lack of love, so in lack of care, so in lack of everything. And you have become a sadist and you don't know that you have become a sadist. Somebody who has nobody to share love to. Somebody who has forgotten the root. Somebody who doesn't care for the womb that carried the person. For the parents that toiled for the person. For the siblings that are there. Those who grew up with you. All of them, you excommunicated them from your life and you say you're living. God showered love. He even sent manna, made manna to fall from him because he cares about people. His people. He fought for his people. Did a lot for his people. And you don't know your people because someone said, who is that someone that is saying that you don't love your father, you don't love your mother, you don't care about your siblings, you don't know your roots, you don't care about your village people, your kindred, everything, and you say you're living for who? You serving who? This God? No. No, 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 no. I don't know who you serve. I'm not judging you. But I know our God. He encompassed everything. He's God of everything, everybody. He showed mercy, love for both the Gentiles, the Israelites, everybody, brought everybody together. And how can you not, if your kindred, your people are not doing okay, how can you show that you have God if you cannot go down and change your generation for God? How can you not go and sow that seed of love where there are turmoils, where there are hatred, in order for people to follow you to go to your God, knowing that yes, you have what it takes. How can you not make God to be proud of you? How can you not make God to brag about you like he did about Job? How can you not do something that will make you to be seen as a practicable Christian, as a Christian that practices what they preach, as a Christian that knows your onion? It is not in wickedness and hatred and horribly treating your family that makes you a Christian. Whoever said that is a damaged person. And that is what I have come here to tell people today. Go home. Go home. Go home and see your people. It's part of the commandments. Go and love your people. Show love. So if you cannot even love your own, how can you love people you don't know now? How? It's a total mess. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Facebook. Moment of Truth with Buzo. Follow me at Instagram. Be inspired with Ambassador.Buzo. Follow me at TikTok. Be inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at other pages as well and DM me. All these things are coming on it. We'll keep talking like I promise you people. As I get, so we talk. Infinite wisdom come from above. Next week, miss you people. Bye.